Alright, I'm driving again. Frequent watchers are going to know this is habit. It's just a good time to think, so I'm not really going to be looking at the phone, except I'm on the highway, so it's a little safer. If you hear the bumping and shaking, it's because Michigan's roads blow, which is a well-known fact here in the Great Lakes state, but I think that could be pretty well remedied with a Michigan hempcrete industry, but that's going to be another video. I wanted to talk about the severe hypocrisy that is the medicinal classification of cannabis. And there's two sides to the coin. I'll give them both to you and then I'll elaborate. Cannabis is classified as a Schedule I substance under the Controlled Substances Act. And what that means is it's got high potential for abuse and no medicinal value. Likewise, the U.S. government owns a patent on cannabis's medicinal value. So you may or may not believe that. I'll elaborate and then you will. First of all, the Schedule I thing. It's up there with heroin, LSD, PCP, methamphetamines, and other designer drugs that really have no purpose other than to get a person balls high and potentially kill them, maybe after hooking them into a dangerous and life-spiraling addiction. Cannabis doesn't do that. Clearly, there's been 0 deaths. It can be habit-forming, but people can also get off of really dangerous addictions by using cannabis. Just an interesting fact. But anyways, also that status, something that it implies is that it bans any substance on that list from being studied for any purpose other than to show harm or abuse. And that's really a dangerous classification for something that has the possible positive medical implications that cannabis is really showing. I mean, in pain relief and all kinds of things. And they directly contradict themselves with that patent. That patent, which you can look up, is number 6630507. Again, that's 6630507. And it's entitled Cannabinoids as Antioxidants and Neuroprotectants. And it's owned by the United States government, listed under the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. And they go on in that patent to say that basically it's been shown to be effective in treating and reversing or preventing neurodegenerative and autoimmune diseases. And you know, to me that's such as Alzheimer's and things like that. And actually, I've got a grandma who's kind of losing her mind to Alzheimer's right now, and the fact that someone that watched you grow up and you love could, you know, someday forget who you are is something very close to me. But anyways, I didn't mean to bring this conversation down. But the fact that it could be very effective in treating that is huge, and it's a huge injustice that people are getting locked up for it when, you know, even the government themselves wanted to buy the rights to the fact that it could potentially reverse those things or prevent them. So that's really all I wanted to touch on. I mean, in that fact alone, you know, the fact that it's got that status, and also there's a patent owned that directly contradicts that status, is mind-boggling and should be indicting enough that, you know, there you go, legalize pot, or at least across the board medicinally, for God's sake. You know, that's just ridiculous. But as it is now, it just stands that way, and that's why you guys got to take action. That's why we all have to take action. Make it legal. Make it legal for sure medicinally, no question, but really make it legal across the board, because too many people are going to jail for doing something that's not hurting anyone else or themselves. And I'm at my destination now, so you got to hear my little rant. I appreciate you listening. Thanks.